Hi, my name is Esther and I'm on staff with the HRAACF, and my staff partner Adrian and I are making videos to introduce ourselves to the Alumni Association. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in the church. My parents are deacons and they serve my church and the greater Chinese American community in New York City. And so when I was growing up, I was always involved in church and in church family. So I know that community and I know it well. And I feel like I have found similar community here at AACF. So that's been really great for me. I went to college in Oswego, New York, and I wasn't walking with the Lord for most of it. And finally, when God called me back to Him, I decided that the gospel was too big for me to do that part-time. And I needed to do that full-time, or I needed to not do it at all. So I transferred schools and I started college in Nyack, New York. And Nyack College, which is a little Bible college in the Hudson Valley. And I graduated from there with a degree in English and Biblical Studies. I knew that I wanted to serve God full-time. But I knew in order to serve God and to do that well, I needed to be out in the world, and I needed to be part of the secular world first. So for a year, I worked in fashion, and I scoped out different ministries, and I knew that I wanted to come up to Boston because I knew I wanted to work with college students. I came up once with a friend to hear of a speaker that he's really interested in hearing. His name is Lou Engle, and he was talking to college students about the opportunity that is afforded to them by being in college and the opportunity they lost. The opportunity lost from not evangelizing and not serving God and not pursuing the kingdom, that all that stuff doesn't matter. And I knew that I needed to be a part of that. I knew what college was for me. I knew that the community that I was a part of in college witnessed me and served me and loved me. And because they did, I knew how to witness and to serve other people. So I checked out some organizations here in Boston, and InterVarsity was the best fit for me. And a year later, I came here to work at Harvard. And it's been really cool. It's really cool being on staff. One of the things I'm passionate about is discipleship. I think in order to learn and to grow in God, we need to work with each other and alongside somebody. No man's an island, and no Christian is autonomous. Part of the reason why we're doing these videos is so you can get to know us personally. So I brought a couple of my favorite books. I was an English major, and I'm an avid reader, and I'm kind of a book snob. So I wanted to share with you some of my favorite books, because this is another thing that I'm passionate about. This is The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston, which is an awesome memoir about an Asian American girlhood. So this is really cool. You should check it out. And this is Zadie Smith's On Beauty. Zadie Smith is brilliant. She's one of my favorite authors, and I'm really envious of her because she is really accomplished and beautiful and smart. And lastly, this is Middlesex. I think it was an Oprah's pick a couple years ago, but don't hold it against it. It's really great. Another coming-of-age story, which are my favorite things. But this one's particularly good because it follows generational immigrants, generational immigrant family growing. And the protagonist is a hermaphrodite. And so it's kind of interesting for that reason. And it goes through the family. So it's a bit of a saga, bit of a coming of age story, and it's just really awesome. It also won the Pulitzer. And last thing I wanted to show you are a couple of the hair clips I make. I also am really into arts and crafts and kind of alternative things. And so these are feather fascinators. They're really teeny, but I really enjoy making these. And so there's this one, and there's this peacock one, which it's really pretty. And yeah, that was a little bit goofy, but I guess I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I like to do. And yeah, thanks for watching our videos. We hope that that you have gotten to know us a little bit better, and I hope that that you continue to pray for us. It really means a lot to us, your prayer support and your thoughts, that as you remember us and you remember our ministry, that you would be praying for us. Well, thanks. So coming here and doing staff work, I get to be in discipleship relationships with our student leaders, which has been really fulfilling and really challenging and growing, and I think it's awesome. I don't know if they think it's awesome, but I think it's awesome. And another thing I'm really passionate about is evangelism. I think that there is no greater purpose and no higher calling than to tell other people about Christ. So coming into a campus fellowship where there are all these resources and leaders for evangelism has been really exciting. And witnessing alongside them and pushing and edging them on towards that vision has been challenging and in a good way. I'm really grateful for this fellowship and for the work that I'm doing, the opportunity that I have to serve God at Harvard. It's been really cool.